Hey there guys, Mike here. Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection is back with another episode. And today guys, I want to talk about one of the greatest actors in early Hollywood and of all time, a legend, a true legend in the movie business, Mr. James Cagney, also known as Jimmy Cagney to his friends. And today I want to show some new pickups of James Cagney movies that I wanted to add to my collection. So I was able to pick up some new stuff, and I want to show them to you. First one, this is called from 1939. Famously has Humphrey Bogart in it, teamed up with him with James Cagney. This is the Oklahoma Kid. This is a Western from Warner Brothers. Cagney and Bogart were both contract players at Warner Brothers. They did many movies for the company over time. But this is one I've wanted for a long time. And I just couldn't bring myself to pay $20 for it for some reason. Because this is a made-on-demand. It's not a Blu-ray. It's not on Blu-ray. So finally, I caught it on sale and just pulled the trigger immediately. I wanted to see this. I mean, it's a Western with James Cagney in it. Now, at this early part of his career. Now, he did some Westerns in the 50s, and they were pretty good ones. But this is basically, I guess this is the first time he was in a Western movie. But yeah, the Oklahoma Kid, it stars, it's got, co-stars Humphrey Bogart, Rosemary Lane, Donald Crisp. We got music by Max Steiner. And let's see, who was this directed by? Lloyd Bacon, one of the contract directors at Warner Brothers. But yeah, pretty cool movie. Bogart was, I guess, the bad guy, one of the bad guys in the movie. And James Cagney wasn't an angel or anything, but he sets out to, make things right again and stuff. And it's definitely a cool movie. It's worth it if you like Westerns, if you love Cagney or Bogart or just the Warner Brothers movies from the 30s and period. It's really good. And I think famously, just a little tidbit, but I think in Goodfellas, Joe Pesci at one point, I think when he's shooting at the floor, it's like, dance. I think it's at the bar scene, but he's saying, I'm the Oklahoma Kid or something like that. Obviously, that's what he was referring to was James Cagney as the Oklahoma Kid, because Scorsese's such a big movie geek and everything. But yeah, there you go, the Oklahoma Kid. And this is a movie I've seen a bunch of times. I have it on Laserdisc, and I never did upgrade it to DVD or Blu-ray. And Arrow Video Academy came out with this a few years ago, and it just took me a while to finally get it and everything. But this is, what year is this? 1950, gosh, I want to say 57, I believe. I think it's 1957, but The Man of a Thousand Faces, James Cagney, plays Lon Chaney, the Man of a Thousand Faces, and that's what the title refers to, and does a pretty good as far as a biopic, and a early biopic at that. A lot of them back in the day weren't that good. They made a bunch in the 50s of different people, and a lot of them weren't any good. They were, but this is really good. I mean, they do a pretty good job at recreating Lon Chaney's makeup and everything. And it basically tells the story of how everything came to be. He was born to mute and deaf parents, and he learned, sign language and ways of communicating through the face features, the eyes and stuff at an early age and stuff, which, served him well later in life, doing these characters and different stuff. But yeah, it basically tells the basic story, how, his marriages, I think he was married twice. He had Lon Chaney Jr., who famously played the Wolfman in 1941, was from his first wife. He was born Creighton Chaney, and it kind of recreates that scene of him being born and stuff like that. So in a way, it's a basic bio, but it's done with a very interesting character subject, Lon Chaney. So but I like it a lot. It's definitely a 3, maybe 3.5 star movie. It's pretty good. I really like Lon Chaney a lot, so that's probably why, I may even say it's higher than that because, but yeah, this is a great addition. It's got dual artwork. It's got the documentary, The Man Behind 1,000 Faces, which is a little documentary about Lon Chaney, and I believe that's the one that's done by David Brownlow, I think, did that. I want to say he worked on that, and it's really good. But yeah, it's got a couple of things on there, and but yeah, it looks good. It says it's from a brand new restoration, so hey. Now here's a movie that I had never owned and stuff. I think I've only seen it once, but it's one of his most famous movies, and I never had it. And I wanted to go for that really cool 2-disc special edition from Warner Brothers from the early 2000s. I actually bought a brand new sealed copy for it was like $5. I kid you not. It's even got the stickers and everything on it. But I got this edition because it's just, they put so much love into this. I mean, it opens up, and it's got all the artwork and a booklet, I believe. It's got this 2-disc. It's loaded with specials and all kinds of stuff on there. But I decided to finally pick up Yankee Doodle Dandy from 1941, where he's doing the life of George M. Cohan, the famous what is he, a musical composer and everything like that. It has Walter Houston, Joan Leslie, and Richard Rolfe in this. It's directed by none other than Michael Curtiz, the best director on the lot at Warner Brothers during that time. And this is a really good addition. It's really cool. I just really wanted to go for this. I mean, it opens up. Got that slip case, and then, I mean, look at that. They just don't do that stuff anymore. Or at least Warner Brothers doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, checked it out. Nothing wrong with the discs. Plays just fine, great, brand new. So yeah, there you go. And then recently, a couple months ago, last year, 2023, Criterion released 1939's The Roaring Twenties, directed by Raoul Walsh. And again, he teams up. Cagney teams up with Bogart. This time, he's playing a gangster. Really good disc or set. This is the 4K and Blu-ray edition of it. It's got some really good interviews. It's got an old interview with Raoul Walsh from the 70s, and pretty good stuff. It looks really good in Dolby. Was it Dolby HRD? Oh, Dolby Vision HDR. But yeah, new 4K digital restoration, really cool. The Roaring Twenties. It comes with a booklet, and then you got your 4K disc and your Blu-ray disc. So yeah, the Roaring Twenties, and that's going to replace my old trusty DVD, Warner Brothers DVD of the Roaring Twenties. So I just thought I would show you that as comparison. But yeah, there you go, the Roaring Twenties. James Cagney, Priscilla Lane teams back up with them. Gladys George, Jeffrey Lynn. But yeah, a great gangster flick. And what's good to hang on to this one is the special features on here. So if you have it, I would hang on to it because it's got a featurette called The World Moves On, which I don't believe it's on the Blu-ray. And then you got the Warner Night at the Movies, which is what's really cool about these older DVD releases, where you got Leonard Maltin, hosts it. They show some newsreels, they show some cartoons, usually some little comedy shorts and stuff, and then the movie begins and everything. Oh, and some trailers and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. So the Roaring Twenties, and then finally, guys, I picked this one up. Now, this is a movie I've been curious about for many years. It's not a movie you see a lot. Like I know it's been on TCM a few times. But like looking through James Cagney's stuff, like on eBay or different stuff, it never really pops out at you first. You got to really look for it. I never see it in stores, Goodwills, half price books or anything. This is 1935's A Midsummer Night's Dream, based on the William Shakespeare play. This is famously a production of Max Reinhardt. Now, Max Reinhardt was a famous German. What was he, like a writer, a producer of like plays and stuff in Germany? He was known for his sets, the way the sets looked, and some of the stuff he had. You know, they had the Max Reinhardt. Touch to it. It's kind of like the Lubitsch touch, but he was a big deal in the 20s on the stage in Germany, and then in 30s he was a big deal. They brought him over here, and I'm not sure about how much other stuff he did in the country, but this was kind of weird because you got some of the best Warner Brothers stock players at that time, the Dick Powells, the James Cagneys, Olivia de Havilland's first movie, I believe, and or was that Captain Blood? I don't know, but famously they're all in costume. There's some there's some music that may be like, you know what I mean? It's not memorable music or anything, and I think James Cagney gets turned into a donkey. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of strange, you know. It's kind of dated a little bit just because the way they did it and stuff. But it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful movie. The black and white is just phenomenal on it. It just looks great. I believe Hal Moore was the cinematographer on that, if I remember right. It doesn't really say here. But yeah, it's got music by Felix Mendelssohn. It was directed by Max Reinhardt and William Dietrich, which he was German, also, and big influence of Reinhardt's stuff before he came here. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting movie. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Special features, it's got some screen tests, which is weird. Olivia de Havilland's screen test. There's some trailer galleries, and I think a musical short or something. I wish there was like a little documentary or something to kind of go explain it a little bit and put it into, you know. But yeah, pretty good movie otherwise. I mean, it's definitely not to everybody's taste. It's really not to my taste. I generally won't put this movie in and watch it all the time. But I am a huge fan of James Cagney, so I will add it to the collection and everything. So there you go, Midsummer Night's Dream. So there you go, guys. Some movies I've added to my James Cagney collection, which is ever growing. And he did a lot of movies just in the 30s and stuff. And really, it's really cool that Warner Archive is putting those out, even though they're not in a Blu-ray or a special box set or anything like that. But at least they're made available so we can see them and look at them. And I have to say, a lot of those Warner Archive made on demand discs and stuff look pretty good to me and stuff. It just sucks that it doesn't have subtitles or like a very big menu or anything. It's usually just play and trailer or something. So there you go, guys. Hope you got something out of that. Check some of those out. I would definitely check out the Man of a Thousand Faces, the Oklahoma Kid, 20th Century, or the Roaring Twenties for sure. and Yankee Doodle Dandy. The only one I would be a little caution to is A Midsummer Night's Dream. Just proceed with caution, but it is really, really nice. It's really beautifully filmed and stuff. So there you go, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this episode. And don't forget to check my channel out. And until next time, guys, remember to watch good movies. Take it easy tonight. Watch a good movie. Later, guys.